Hey everyone, welcome back to the makeup chair. Today I'm going to show you guys how to apply lashes. I'm going to show you guys two different ways, above and on top. Can you guess which is which? Well, I kind of just pointed to them. I'm going to show you guys how I like to apply lashes, plus lots and tips for beginners because I always get questions about this. No matter how many videos I do on this, I seem to keep repeating myself in comments. So I thought that I would just redo it. So let's get started. I just realized that I didn't have my microphone on this whole time. So I'm going to peel this off and we're gonna reapply it. And I always get people asking me like, how do you take your eyelashes off? And I just lift them from underneath. These have just been applied, so still not 100% set. And I just peel them off, just like that. But another way that I like to take them off, particularly if I've been wearing them for like ages and they're really set on there, right before I go in for the shower, I'll just stand in the room while the steam sort of heats up my face, and then they come off really easily because the steam breaks down the glue. Alternatively, you can take a cotton pad with a little bit of makeup remover, hold it over your eye, and then you can just sort of pull it off and they'll come off really easily. But I can't believe I forgot to turn my microphone on. So typical. So far all I've done is applied a little bit of mascara. This just gives the lashes something to grab hold of, adds a little bit of stability, and probably the most important thing is to have some good glue. Glue makes a massive difference. When I started off, I used to use really cheap glue and it never stuck for me. And then I just thought I was really bad at applying them, but it depends on the glue that you're using. This is one of my favorite glues. It is the Kiss glue and it is formaldehyde free, which is what you're looking for because you don't want to have that ingredient in your glue. It's not good for you and it can cause like eye damage and stuff. It also has added aloe vera, which is awesome. And then another one that I like is the Duo Glue, and I believe this is the Duo Glue Sensitive, the green one. This is black, that is clear. Depends on the type of look that you're going for. And then something else that can really help are applicators. Make sure you have the right type of applicator for what you need. This is the one that I always use, but it got discontinued, so I switched to this one just so I can have a link for you guys. A trick though, when you are using applicators, whether it's tweezers or something like this, make sure to have a cotton pad with a little bit of makeup remover just to make sure that you're wiping off in between the applications, particularly if you're using a lot of glue, because you can end up getting glue on the applicator, and as you like pull away your perfectly applied lashes, you can end up pulling away the lashes. So I have one of these handy and I always like wipe in between just in case. So let's get into the application. I apply it in two different ways. I apply them on top or underneath. I would not recommend, and I'm putting this as a little disclaimer, do not apply your lashes underneath, but I do. And I just don't want you guys to get irritated eyes, and I don't want it to come back at me. But I feel like there's pros and cons to both, because when you apply them underneath and push upwards, a little amount of glue, because you're attaching it to your lashes, it does get really close to your eyes. But the same as when you apply it on top and you have to use more glue, and then it drops down and it gets in between the lashes and it can still end up getting in your eye. So there's kind of pros and cons to both of them, but only apply at your own risk. And that goes for both applications, but in particular when you are applying underneath. So when I apply it underneath, I take it out of the box and I like to test it on my eye to make sure the sizing is right. What you want to do is have it a little shorter, because the shorter ones apply a lot easier, particularly for beginners. And another little trick for beginners is actually just to cut them in half and apply them on the outer edge, and then build up the inner ones with loads of mascara, because it's so much easier than trying to do a full strip. If you do half a strip, you can just about get it right, but a full strip is kind of tricky to do. So when I'm testing them out, I like to hold them in the center and I apply them with no glue first of all, just to see what they look like and if the sizing is right. They're like shoes. You gotta try them on. So I'm holding the lashes on the tweezers, and I like to hold them in the center of the lashes, and I apply a little bit of glue across the top. A small amount is all you need when you're applying them underneath, because they're gonna attach to your lashes. So you don't wanna pull your lashes off. And also you don't need that much glue because it will adhere to your lashes easier than it adheres to the top of the lid. So you don't have to use too much glue. You're also gonna need a little mirror. Little mirrors go a long way because you can really hold it. But an alternative then is to use a magnifying mirror or something that you can tilt to get it into the right position. So I'm gonna take my lashes, and what I do is I kiss like this, like that. I just kiss the lashes. That will take off the excess glue and make sure the glue is on the lashes. And then what I do is I just place it in there. I open up the tweezers at the top of my natural lashes. Now I'm not adhering them to my upper waterline or anything like that. They're adhering to my lashes, not on the skin and not close to the eyes, because you don't want to get glue in your eyes. Seriously, I can't say that enough. Do not get glue in your eyes. Then I'm going to take the tweezers and I'm going to take the edges and push them in. Then now I'm going to take my eyelash curler. You want to make sure the glue has dried, and you're just going to very gently squeeze your natural lashes and the false ones together, just like that. and you only very lightly put pressure on this, okay? Then what I want you guys to do is to open up the eyelash curler as wide as it goes, but still very gently holding on to it, and then use your finger to push it down, because there's nothing worse than getting your eyelashes stuck to the band and then pulling out your eyelashes, which happened to me before. It wasn't a good look. And the last step then is to take a little bit more mascara and just place it at the roots, just to make sure that that glue is not going to drop into your eye. Sorry, I look a little crazy because I'm opening my eye so much. You will get more uses out of your lashes if you don't put mascara on them, because mascara can mess up the shape, but I actually don't mind because I'll apply loads of mascara with these, and as long as you're cleaning them, you should be okay. My favorite thing about applying lashes underneath is that you get to keep your own lash line, and so it ends up looking like you either have awesome lashes or you have eyelash extensions. So that's the kind of pros of applying underneath, but let's apply them on top. So we're gonna do exactly the same thing that we've been doing this whole time. We're going to measure them, and I'm gonna use the same type of lashes so you guys can see the difference. When you apply them on top, you don't have to trim them as much usually because you have more space to work with, but I still am gonna give them a little bit of a trim. So you have to use a little extra glue when you're applying them on top. You also have to wait for it to get quite sticky because it needs to adhere to your skin. And we are gonna then drop them down. So I hold it in the center, I open up the tweezers and I pull both of them together. So it's my natural ones and the fake ones. The same with the outer edge and the inner edge. And I'm just looking straight on in a mirror, so I'm not trying to close my eyes or anything, because when you close your eyes, the shape of your eye changes. So try not to do this. Then I'm gonna clean them, make sure there's no glue on them. Open them up and then gently squeeze, working from the outside in. This glue has not set completely clear. I'm gonna take my eyeliner and I'm gonna literally paint over the top of it. I'm gonna go back in with my eyelash curler and curl them because you see how much these have dropped. Once again, exactly the same thing. So you want to gently squeeze, open up the eyelash curler as wide as I can, push down, just like so. That is the two different styles. You can apply them underneath or you can apply them on top. I still prefer this side because I get to keep my own lash line, which makes them look even more natural in real life. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, I am always here to help. Make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel and check out the other videos on screen, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.